Tim Davis writes in and says, with questions for Dutch@gmail.com, it seemed like every 3 or so weeks the Gibson brothers were beaten to a bloody pulp on TV. Were they gluttons for punishment or on somebody's bad list? I'm editing bad language out there. One last question. Did Paul Morton possess the fastest recount in wrestling business? I appreciate your time and attention on these matters and good life and health in your future. So, the Gibson brothers and their apparent love for getting beaten up on TV every 3 weeks.
I think he's got that confused with somebody else.
Oh, yeah?
I remember the Gibson brothers as being a credible tag team.
Well, maybe they were, in an angle, they were beaten down in that sense.
Well, I don't know. I've never seen them beaten down like that. And Ricky died. I don't know, before 1980. I know. I think.
No,
didn't
he retired around then, but I think he died a bit later.
When's his last match?
82, I think. Yeah, he was in Jarrett's promotion in 1982, and then I don't know when he died. Oh, I'm sorry, he died in 2006 of a heart attack. Mm-hmm. So there you go, he retired in 50
Well, I don't remember them getting beat down. I remember them because they were too good. They were really good in the ring. If you want somebody to beat down, get rough and ready. I mean, because, they are what they were. And Rick and Robert, they could do some really good stuff. So, and what was the last part of that question?
Well, before we go to that, let's stick with Ricky Gibson for a minute. So, my understanding is, I've interviewed Ricky. I even met Ricky Morton in real life. He's taller than I thought he'd be, Ricky. I thought he'd be like 5'8". He's more like 5'10". Anyway.
You're talking about Ricky Morton.
Yeah. Sorry, I met Ricky Morton. When I interviewed him, he always said that Ricky Gibson was so good that he could have been, or even was in contention to be NWA champion at one point.
Well, he was good, and he was just a natural. He could do things, with ease. Ricky's problem was drinking, and possibly drugs too. But he was, the last couple of times I saw him, he was like drunk as hell, and still working. I didn't like to work with people who were drunk because they weren't themselves, and who knows what could happen. But I don't remember, but I do remember that he was very, very good. And if he had cleaned himself up a little bit and went to the gym a little more, I think he would have been at least a challenge for the title. And I think he probably had a couple of bouts for the world title down in the Pensacola territory.
It says here that the pair of Ricky and Robert Gibson, or Reuben Gibson at the time, often teamed up until a car accident forced Ricky to temporarily retire in 1982. Struck head-on by a drunk driver. You were saying that, Ricky. He was cut from the wreckage by firefighters with a metal rod stuck in his leg. It says stick. He returned to Memphis briefly at the end of 1983 before retiring. He also wrestled under the name Ricky Lee Jones in 1987 before being done for good.
I never remember him wrestling as Ricky Lee Jones. I don't even know where that come from. Never even heard that.
Mid-Atlantic in 87. So the same year you were partially there and you left. So maybe your ships in the night passed in that sense. Okay, we've got...
Let me ask you something. Okay, he was Ricky Gibson.
Okay.
And he goes to Charlotte territory, Mid-Atlantic. What was the purpose of changing his name to Ricky Lee Jones?
Maybe he was just disabled in some way and wasn't as good as he used to be. If you got like a metal rod sticking out of your leg, that was going to hamper your gait.
And what did he die of?
Didn't say. Just said around 55. Heart attack. 53.
Heart
2006.
Attack. Okay. And he was 55 years old?
53.
Okay.
So apparently Ricky Lee Jones, he was in Mid-Atlantic the same time you were, very briefly. Tim Horner beat him. Okay, I'm going to blow your mind now. The Kansas Jayhawks defeat Ricky Lee Jones and Shaska Watley in Virginia, Richmond, Virginia. Apparently, he wrestled him 87.
I don't think that was him.
No?
Nope.
Right, okay.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't him. So you tell those bastards that write that crap on that site. Ricky Lee Jones, I kind of remember the name, but it wasn't Ricky Gibson. Ricky Gibson, I think, was totally through with the ring.
It also says that you teamed with him and beat him in a singles match on this. So
I teamed with who?
Ricky Lee Jones.
No, I think that's somebody else.
Right, we're going to have to find this out. Okay, Sloot, it's any footage of Dutch or even Ricky Lee Jones in Mid-Atlantic we'd like to know. But it says NWA World Championship Wrestling TV show from the WTBS studios in Atlanta, Georgia, 21st of February, 1987. Can someone find out if that's the actual Ricky Gibson? We'd like to know. We're going to ask one more question, and we're going
to... That's 36 years ago.
I know.
Damn.
It's not a criticism.
But now I'm gonna go on record as saying I don't think that was him. And I like 1987. No, I think Ricky wouldn't want to do that. Anyway, if I knew if I knew Robert's phone number, I would call him up. I may call Ricky Morton and ask him.
Okay. I'll do you one better. Just give me 1 minute. I'm going to find out. So, after we actually found the episode, look at this. It is indeed Ricky Gibson as Ricky Lee Jones, and you are teaming with him. So you just no memory of this at all?
Brother, no, I have no memory of it. He wasn't there long.
Oh, no, he wasn't there long.
Not that would have mattered, but since I didn't wrestle him, there's Brad. He's gone. Ricky's gone.
That's not Brad,
wait a minute. I'm over there by myself. Where's Jaggers is not there?
Here we go. No, I think it's just because Bob's there. So there you go. That's
well, you never see that. You never see that again. Look at there. Yeah, get your ass down, boy. Okay, I don't know where Jaggers would have been. Okay, in my corner, they're all dead.
Yeah, I guess so.
Except for me.
In the other corner.
I don't feel so damn good myself.
That's not Brad Armstrong though. Who's the other guy?
No, that is Brad. That's Bob.
Yeah, Bob Armstrong. But there's
and
guy
Bob and Ole. Here we go. God damn it, sell it. Oh, here we go. Oh my God. They wanted me to. Now they're beating the crap out of me, those bastards. But these guys knew what they were doing, so.
There we go.
Except Lex. He didn't know what he was doing.
Oh.
But that's why they put him in there with those guys who do know what they're doing, so they can keep him out of the ring more.
There you go.
So, but I'm glad I kind of had an inkling that Ricky Lee Jones, because I remember thinking, wait a minute, why did he change his name? And I have no idea. I'm back to where I started.
Well, at least we know that he was there for a bit, and he did bits and bobs in the 80s.
But if I had been on, let's say, a guest show,